Have you ever felt?
Are you listening?
New year, new videos. I'm going to give you a quick little update, and then we're going to get started on today. So, it's been a while since we've made one. However, there's been a lot of changes in our lives right now, and everything's kind of turning around a little bit. So, I'll kind of fill you in on what I can, and we'll start working on stuff. Picked up a new daily, pretty nice, 98 M3. Got the front end painted on it, and have been doing just little things to it here and there, trying to get it all cleaned up and stuff like that. Had some minor body damage, but it's all been fixed and came out really nice. This Mighty Max, we blew up the motor in it. So we took the motor out of Danny's Mighty Max, put it in here because this one's a nicer chassis. And took both trucks, made one really nice truck, and now it's a fun little beater that we can run around on the weekends, toss all our wheels and tires on the back, go to the tire shop, whatever we need to do. So this thing's running good. It's got S13 or S14 bucket seats in it now, limited slip, Grant steering wheel, all the polyurethane bushings are all done on it. We did Beltec shocks, DJM lowering kit, so it's a rad little truck. My car, man, where do I start? I don't even know if you guys know yet. And I'm sorry I didn't film it, but it's got a S54 in it now. We busted this thing out in 10 days. I think I filmed some of it. I don't remember. But S54 is amazing. The linear power is killer. I'm very happy with the motor. This is something that I've wanted to do for a while. I'm glad I learned how to do it. Our buddy Matt helped us with the wiring. Right there, Bad Monkey Drift. He's over there. He came over, kind of laid out the harness and stuff for him, told him what we needed, and he took care of the rest while I did everything else. Danny was up working that weekend. So, other thing we've done is we've added dual calipers. I don't know if that's in any videos, but we'll find out. So dual calipers are done, really like that. We put a touchscreen dash that does a digital gauge display for us. It's working really well. So far so good. This is probably the most fun thing we've done, which is the little PA system so we can talk shit while we're chasing each other around the track, turn on the sirens, whatnot. It's a good time. Alright, so that's kind of where my car is at right now. However, it's about to get blown apart. Tube rear end, full cage, and we might do tube front end. Not too sure about that, but we're definitely mounting the radiator in the back because this year we don't want any overheating issues at all. Danny is, hold on a second. Danny is in the middle of doing his wiring harness. This is something that he's been putting off for a little while. Maybe not so much putting off, we just haven't had the time to get it done. So as you can see, everything's kind of laid out right now. He's thinning stuff out, and as he goes and does it, he's making sure the car starts, all the lights work, everything stays working that needs to be working. If you cut it all out and you don't check things as you go, then you won't have a working, let me rephrase that. If you don't check things as you go, you run the risk of having an issue when you're all done, and then when you're all done, you've done way too much stuff and it's a lot harder to chase. If you could start it and kind of check everything as you go, you have a better chance of everything going smoothly. So, ask him how he knows he did that. He will be here this weekend, working on his... I'm with my car right now. I'm going to start kind of prepping for the roll cage and the tube rear end. So today I'm going to pull the wing off the trunk, I'm going to take the overfenders off, start removing some of that stuff so I can start cutting the body away in the back and stuff like that. Because once the tube rear is done and the cage is done, I'd like to get the chassis to powder coat. I really don't want to paint the inside of it. I'm not too fond of painting. I like the painting process, I just don't like that I don't have the proper place to do it. Therefore, it is extremely messy trying to do it here, tarp everything up and stuff that, like some of you might have seen in some of our older videos. But I'm going to go ahead and start removing the wing, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't too sure where to put the wing. There's not a lot of room in the garage. Sometimes it's hard to find safe places to put things like that are painted. But I think I found a good spot. Yep. That'll do. I don't really know about not having a wing on this car. I've gone back and forth a couple times, thought about taking it off. But now that I'm seeing it without one, I don't know if I could do it. She looks naked right now, and this is just the start of it all. I haven't even started stripping body panels off yet, just the wing. Wow. That's weird. Now, gotta pull the trunk, pull the rear bumper, and the overfenders. We'll keep going. So, first problem taking all this apart. As you saw, got that overfender off. Took a little bit of organ home with me. We went out to Pumpkin Bash this year and had a blast. But at that same event, Danny and I hit. I haven't really found much damage on my car, but Danny's car took a pretty decent hit in the front. We'll fix it. It's not that big of a deal. However, I don't know if this is related to the accident, but now when I'm trying to... Come on, camera. When I'm trying to take this nut off here for the back bumper, it is spinning in the bumper support. As you can see right... Oh gosh. Right there, maybe. That's the other side. So I think when I hit him, I hit right here, and maybe I put a weird load on it, broke the spot weld, maybe I just tightened it too much, I don't know. I haven't found damage yet, but I'm starting to wonder if this is from organ when we hit. But I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to put a little tack weld on that nut so I can finish taking it off. And it's still usable, even though I won't be using that for a bumper support anymore. Someone else might need it later on. Going to get that tacked, take it off, and then we'll take the silver fender off. Alright, welder's on. Let's get this thing tacked. That way we can keep going here. Oh. Man, I could see it a second ago. See, I'm looking through that hole. Oh man, let's see. Looking through that hole at that little round spot right there. God damn it, I would get a phone call right now. It's probably spam too. It's definitely spam. Alright, back to what I was doing here. Usually it's Psy, but it's not. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Alright. Maybe. I don't know, but here we go. Burning a nice hole in the floor. Alright. Now, let's see if she goes. Don't forget that one, guys. Oh no, my poor bumper. Next. All stripped down, torn apart. At least the back of it. It's ready for the tube rear. I've got to start cutting stuff up. Got to start building structures and stuff for the radiator. And I'm going to cut everything from this point forward is coming out. This whole piece will be cut off here. The whole back end of the car will be off. And we will be hanging everything on the rear overfenders. I'm going to go with a little bit different of a design of overfender from Big Duck Club. It's going to have the taillight buckets in it and a little bit of the trunk area that you see right here. The trunk will then be mounted on a couple hood pins. The wing will be mounted to the chassis essentially, but the trunk will slide. I'll notch the trunk so the trunk can slide on still. But yeah, that's what we're looking like right now. It's all stripped down. Had a great year of driving. I only got to drive one event with the S54, but let's get this thing caged, get the tube rear done, keep on going, and we will be out on the track a lot more this year. Really excited for it, so it's time to push, get shit done, and keep on rocking. As always, work hard, drift harder.
Damn.